Ranking update: Navarro in top 10. Siniakova back to number 1 in doubles. The last Grand Slam of 2024 concluded with Aryna Sabalenka defeating Jessica Pegula in the US Open final on Saturday, earning her third major title. Pegula leads a group of Americans who achieved their best performances in Grand Slam tournaments on home soil, rewarded in this week's edition of the PIF WTA ranking. The 30-year-old had a brilliant summer on North American hard courts, amassing an impressive 15-2 record, winning Toronto and finishing runner-up in Cincinnati and Flushing Meadows, both finals against Sabalenka. Pegula jumped 3 positions from number 6 to number 3, matching her career-high ranking. She swapped places with Coco Gauff, who fell in the 4th round of the US Open, losing to Emma Navarro, tournament's reigning champion. Navarro, who advanced to her first Slam semifinal, achieved a significant milestone by climbing 4 spots and making her top 10 debut, now ranking 8th. The 23-year-old broke into the top 100 in May last year and began 2024 ranked 32nd. Navarro now boasts a record of 51 wins and 21 losses this season, 45-20 in WTA main draws, with highlights including her first WTA title in Hobart, quarterfinals at Wimbledon, and semifinals in Auckland, San Diego, Bad Homburg, Toronto, and Monterey. The new generation of American players also made a splash in the early stages of the US Open. Ashlyn Kruger, 20, stunned Mira Andreeva and reached the 3rd round of a slam for the first time, climbing 8 spots to a personal best number 51. Eva Jovic, 16, the youngest player in the main draw, made the most of her wild card, claiming her first win against a top 50 player, Magda Linette, before pushing Ekaterina Alexandrova to 3 sets in the 2nd round. Jovic, who reached the semifinals of the junior tournament, jumped 99 spots to number 290. Julieta Pareja, 15, was the sensation of the qualifying tournament. The young Californian, playing in only her 6th professional event, defeated Kayla Day and Lucrezia Stefanini, who reached the final qualifying round. Pareja, who claimed her first professional title at the ITF W15 Rancho Santa Fe in June, soared 266 spots to number 700. She is the 2nd highest-ranked player born in 2009, just behind Britain's Hannah Klugman, currently ranked number 5 and 14. Siniakova back on top. Katerina Siniakova reclaimed the world number 1 doubles ranking after reaching the US Open semifinals with Taylor Townsend. Siniakova won Roland Garros with Coco Gauff and Wimbledon with Townsend this year, marking her 5th time atop the ranking. She first reached number 1 in January 2019 and returns to the top spot for the first time since September last year. Badosa, Haddad, Maia, and Wang Yafan move up after strong campaigns. 2 players who reached their first US Open quarterfinals returned to the top 20 this week. Beatriz Haddad Maia jumped 5 spots to number 16, while Paula Badosa climbed 9 to number 20. For Haddad Maia, who was previously ranked in the world's top 10, the past 3 weeks marked an important turnaround. Before the US Open, her win-loss record was negative 22-21, and she had fallen out of the top 20 in July. However, she bounced back, reaching her 6th career final in Cleveland and defeating Anna Kalinskaya and Caroline Wozniacki to make the quarterfinals in New York. Badosa, reaching her 2nd career Grand Slam quarterfinal, solidified her comeback after a spectacular summer. Former world number 2 was sidelined with a back injury in the 2nd half of 2023. In May, she was ranked number 140, but has since compiled a 24-7 record, including winning the Washington title, reaching the Cincinnati semifinals, and making the 4th round in both Rome and Wimbledon. China's Wang Yafan, 30, reached the 4th round of a slam for the first time with a win over Victoria Azarenka. Wang jumped 18 spots to number 62. WTA 125 champions Rakimova and Gu climbed the ranking. 2 players claimed WTA 125 titles last week. Mila Rakimova won on hard courts in Guadalajara, while Arina Camelia Begu triumphed on clay in Montreux. For Rakimova, who had 3 set points against world number 1 Iga Swiatek in the 1st round of the US Open, this was the biggest title of her career. The 23-year-old jumped 15 spots to number 89. Romanian Irina Camelia Begu, a former world number 22, was sidelined for 6 months with an elbow injury between September last year and March this year. 34-year-old has posted a 23-10 record since her return, including a final at the WTA 125 Antalya in March. She climbed 23 spots to number 107 after winning the Montreux title, dropping just one set. Tatiana Maria, runner-up in Guadalajara, climbed 17 spots to number 82 after reaching her second WTA 125 final of the season. Petra Marcinko, runner-up in Montreux, jumped 48 spots to number 244. 18-year-old Croatian, a former junior world number 1, struggled earlier in 2024 after being sidelined from January to May, but appears to be regaining form after reaching her first WTA 125 final. Other notable ranking moves: Belina Avanesian to number 50. Despite a first-round exit at the US Open, Avanesian made her top 50 debut. 21, she is the first Armenian player to reach this ranking. Jessica Buzes-Monero to number 60. 21-year-old defeated a seeded player for the second consecutive Grand Slam en route to the third round. Erica Andreeva to number 68. The 20-year-old reached her career-high ranking after taking Olympic medalist Zheng Qinwen to 3 sets in the US Open second round. Naomi Osaka to number 75. Former world number 1 defeated Elena Ostapenko in a high-profile first-round clash at the US Open before being ousted by semifinalist Karolina Muchova. Sara Errani to number 76. Former world number 5 reached the US Open third round for the first time since 2015. Elena Gabriela Rus back in the top 100. The Romanian, who knocked out Wimbledon champion Barbara Krejcikova, reached the third round of a slam for the first time. Maia joint to number 111. Joint, ranked number 307, won last October, qualified for the US Open main draw and reached the second round. Varvara Lipchenko, 38, rose to number 159, making her the oldest player in the top 300. And so, another edition of Tiebreak News comes to an end. We've seen new stars rise and veterans reclaim their dominance. If you enjoyed the latest WTA ranking updates, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from the tennis world. See you in the next video, with even more highlights, stories, and everything you need to stay up to date with the sport we all love. Until next time.